Good evening and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time for the nation's sharpest opinion. Am I happy about the CAA, or rather, should I say the CAB, the Citizenship Amendment Bill, because it has been passed by Parliament in December 2019? Of course I am. I'm happy that it's been notified, and it's exactly what Amit Shah said that he would do on the 7th of March during the Republic Summit. But am I extremely happy about it? No. And that what brings me to the fundamental issue in the nation's sharpest opinion. Personally, viewers, I will be happy, and you should be happy, when CAA is followed by NRC. Not only should we allow all the persecuted Hindus, Parsis, Sikhs, Christians, Buddhists, who have been persecuted in Pakistan, in Bangladesh, and in Afghanistan to make India their home. But we should also identify all the illegal infiltrators who are unable to prove their citizenship or show their papers and pick them up and throw them out of the country via the NRC. And therefore, I believe that as a natural progression of policy, the NRC has to follow the CAA. Because as Bharat gets ready to welcome persecuted Hindus from neighborhood countries which are predominantly Islamic or Islamist nations, we have to balance it out with a look within. We have to flush and log out the illegals in our land. Because Bharat who deceive our systems and then do exactly as they please. No other country allows the squatting of individuals without citizenship. Al Jazeera should keep its mouth shut. Al Jazeera should first ask itself that do the people who fund it and allow it to broadcast, which is Qatar, do they have free citizenship rules? Al Jazeera should do a deep study on whether illegal infiltrators into Qatar will be allowed to stay in that country, and unless Al Jazeera can give a quick and solid answer to that, it should not pontificate to us. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only just that we begin the NRC process along the implementation of CA. The only one who oppose this are the usual suspects, the Oasis, the IUML, and the completely stained, zero credibility Western media. These people either have a vote bank solely hinged on illegal infiltration, or those in panic about a certain demography being naturally restored when the persecuted Hindus from the neighborhood return to their rightful home. People should understand today that like 370 was implemented with ease, rather abolished with ease, CA will be implemented with ease. And the NRC, once the government decides, can be pushed through on a road as smooth as silk. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the days are gone for the fake news. You and I both know that the CA and NRC will do nothing against Indian Muslims, against legitimate Indian citizens. You all know that CAA has nothing to do with Indians at all. And as far as the NRC is concerned, which the government is not committing to yet, NRC will simply, whenever it happens, first identify the illegal population within India. So my question is, what is this whole fuss about? In a country, ladies and gentlemen, we are Indians first. What our sub-identities by way of religion are is inconsequential for the NRC. So this industry of provocation that is smacking its lips, hoping to once again spark the fake news factories on CAA and NRC, should know that this time the people of the country have seen through it. This is the reason why on the debate this evening, I have 7 people opposed to CA with just 2 people for. I have deliberately made this debate asymmetrical because I want to join those people for the CA and join single-handedly in taking on the people on the other side. Let's debate.
India celebrates as Modi government delivers its CAA promise.
Shiv Sena Dogra Front is holding celebrations here in Jammu. They have come up with the slogans of the Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi and also the Home Minister Amit Shah, and they celebrate this
rollout has been a welcoming move for the minorities.
हम तो इनको जो धन्यवाद बोलना चाहते हैं मोदी जी को, और उन्होंने इतना सोच के, हम तो उनकी परिवार सोच के उन्होंने नागरिकता हमें दी है, हम तो उनके लिए धन्यवाद बोलना चाहते हैं। यहाँ पर हम बहुत खुश हैं।
In some parts, the anti-CAA lobby have been fanning the fire.
Now the Congress as well as the CPM are all trying to get this entire narrative to say that the BJP is trying to polarize the society by trying to alienate the minority Muslim community in the country by implementing the CAA.
The opposition has targeted Prime Minister Modi, calling CAA a poll gimmick.
बुनियाद पर मनाया गया, ये डिस्क्रिमिनेटरी है।
2019 में 20 में पास हुआ था, हम लोगों ने अपोज किया था। तो चुनाव का 2 दिन पहले करने का मतलब क्या होता है?
4 साल और 3 महीने के बाद ठीक चुनाव के वक्त उन्होंने ये रूल्स की घोषणा की है। मकसद क्या है? पहला मकसद है ध्रुवीकरण।
हम सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जाएंगे ताकि इसके ऊपर हमको जाके सुप्रीम कोर्ट बोलेंगे कि जब तो आप गवर्नमेंट ने कहा था कि रूल्स नहीं बने, अब रूल्स बने, इसको देखिए।
आजादी के वक्त से कांग्रेस पार्टी और हमारे संविधान निर्माताओं का वादा था।
Union Home Minister Amit Shah has fired a fierce retort to the opposition.
हमने कहा था हम CAA लाएंगे। आजादी के वक्त से तुष्टीकरण की वोट बैंक की राजनीति के कारण कांग्रेस पार्टी इसका विरोध करती थी। नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने हिंदू, बौद्ध, जैन, ये सारे सिख, ये सारे लोगों को नागरिकता देकर उनका सम्मान करने का काम नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने।
The centre has fact-checked Western media for peddling anti-Muslim narrative. The government has clarified, saying CAA is not against any religion. Its prime focus is to protect persecuted minorities. Why is the opposition resorting to fear-mongering and spreading false narrative on CAA? Let's debate.
Tonight is going to be very interesting because I don't even have a third debate today. I have just kept this as the only debate. Point 1. Point 2, because I have a lot of voices against CA. I have Lokesh Jindal, who backs the Congress, against; Abdul Razak Khan, executive member of the Karnataka Waqf Board, against; Abbas Haidar, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, against; Subhash Chandran KR, who's a CPIM lawyer, against; Pulla Rao, political analyst, leans towards the DMK anti-BJP, against; Dr. Piyush Joshi leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party, against; and Atikur Rahman, who will also join us, will be against. That many number of people against. So this is the only fair and truly balanced network in the country. Ishkaran Bhandari for, and Tuhin Sinha, I really feel bad for him. But don't worry, Tuhin, I am on your side completely on this one. I am not among those hypocrites who say I am neutral. I have never been neutral my entire life.
The country is on our side. Arnab, the country is on our side, so we don't need to be worried.
Yeah.
Always on
so,
Arnab, a few good men are enough to fight any evil logic.
We are very openly.
Good men have always been enough to fight any evil logic, any logic which denies genocide happening in Pakistan, Bangladesh, or Afghanistan, or tries to deny Bharat from doing its civilizational duty to protect the children of Bharat who are facing genocide in Pakistan, Bangladesh, or Afghanistan. We had 7 lakh community, Sanatan Dharam community in Afghanistan in 1970s. It is left to 40 or 50 people. Some say not even one person is left in a land where Sanatan Dharam had continuously existed since time immemorial. We have in Pakistan from 23% population dwindled to 3% population. Bangladesh, similar fall. And this percentage is in lakhs and crores of people have vanished from Pakistan, converted or killed. And if any evil forces try to stop Bharat
Sir,
from doing its
people of
duty,
this
which they
country
did
voted
by
for
Delhi
Modi
riots,
for
which they
this
tried to
country's
do
अच्छे
by
दिन.
creating riots across
For the
India,
अच्छे
then
दिन
that will not
of the
succeed.
people of this
Bharat
country.
will do its duty
So we wanted
to its
अच्छे दिन.
children facing
Sir,
genocide.
people of
in
this
these
country
countries.
voted
You
Modi
can
ji
shout,
for the
you can
welfare
scream,
of
you can
people
protest,
of India,
riot, you
not
will be
people
in
of
jail,
Pakistan,
but the
Afghanistan
laws
and
of Bharat
Bangladesh.
will
You
be
already
enforced
got
and
Achhe
will
Din,
protect
Mr. Razak.
these citizens and give them an expeditious path to citizenship. I say why 5 years? It should be even faster than that. We
Sir,
can debate
we
on the speed
wanted
of
our
it, and it
welfare,
should be
welfare of
faster.
Indians.
Beyond that, you
Not
can
अच्छे दिन
shout
of Pakistani
it will not
persecuted
change anything
Hindus,
because it is
not of
a
Afghanistan and
constitutional law.
Bangladesh.
Has
It's
already
a moral
happened.
You
law.
We
talk
had
It is a
about this
just
country.
law.
duty
It
towards
is a
our neighbors also.
long in waiting. From Mahatma Gandhi to Dr. Manmohan Singh, everybody wanted law. It is Prime Minister Modi who can enforce this
No,
law.
no, 1 minute,
That is
1
the
minute.
only way.
One
That
minute,
is
1
the
minute.
only way.
I will cut the chase. I will cut the chase.
Not change anything.
I will cut the chase.
Arnab, Modi and Amit Shah
I will,
not
I will,
trustworthy.
okay, I heard you. Razak, now listen
We
to
the
me.
Muslims
I
of this
will,
country
I will cut the chase,
fear-
Chajuji.
Arnab,
I will
Arnab,
cut the
just one
chase.
statement,
Razak,
please.
Razak,
We
don't
the
get
Muslims
excited.
of
Just
this
wait a minute.
country fear that CAA
Razak.
is one step towards NRC.
Razak,
You can fear the earth will fall.
I
You
am
can
not-
fear
I am
that
not
the big
responsible
fly, you
for
can
your
fear
fears.
that dinosaurs will come and
I am
burn
not,
everybody
I am
apart.
not,
That
I am
won't
not
change anything.
responsible. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. I am not
Arnab,
responsible. Razak, 1 minute, yeah. Razak, I am not responsible for your fears or your hallucinations. I don't know what substance you're taking. I don't know why you're a fearful man. If you're a fearful man, then you should be strong. That's all I'll tell you. Go in for counseling. But I will tell you one thing.
Sir,
I will tell you one thing.
Example of
I
Assam.
will tell you one thing. 1 minute, 1 minute. First of all, I'll tell you, there is nothing to say CAA first, NRC next. I am saying CAA first and NRC next, but the government is not saying. Regardless of that, my question to you is, rather my question to my question to the CPM lawyer on the program, please. And if you can hear me, sir. My question to you is, Subhash Chandranji, are Rohingyas a threat to the nation? I am told there are 50,000 illegal Rohingya Muslims, I am specifying, Rohingya Muslims living inside the country. Intelligence information is that many of these people have links with Pakistan-based terror groups and have been involved in terrorist incidents inside Indian territory. Are Rohingya Muslims a threat to the country or not?
Arnab, my question is, are these Tibetan refugees, more than 1 lakh Tibetan refugees are there, more than 1 lakh Sri Lankan refugees are there in India, why they are not giving this the opportunity for their citizenship? Why this is only selective? Why this is only for the Bangladesh, Pakistan and Afghanistan? The other neighboring countries like Myanmar, Nepal, Sri Lanka and other countries, refugees from the other countries are not offered this. So why there is a discrimination? That is our first challenge, Mr.
But I can answer that. Can I answer that? Rather, Tuhin can answer in detail, but I will answer it. Just 1 minute. I'm having some trouble here. 1 minute. Just 1 minute, please. I'll let Tuhin answer it. I'm just making a very simple, very elementary and very basic point here. That the answer to your question is this, that are any of these other countries, Sri Lanka or any of these other countries, are they Islamic nations or Islamist nations? No. 1 minute. No. Okay, so I am not saying that.
That's a reference point. That is the issue.
Okay, so I'll ask you a question. Please hear me. Are Hindus being persecuted for being Hindus in Sri Lanka? Or are Hindus being persecuted for being Hindus in Pakistan? Be honest, no, Baba. Be honest. No, don't generalize. Don't generalize. Speak the truth. Speak the truth. Nothing will happen. I am telling you. Speak. Is it true or not? Simple question. Is it true or not that Hindus are targeted for their religion? Hindus, Sikhs, Christians, all targeted for their religion in Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka and Afghanistan. Is that true or not? I can't hear you.
In any country, we are with them. We are not with the Hindus or we are not with the Muslims. We are with the human beings. We are fighting for the rights of the human being, for the equality. This is the first time that religion has introduced as the reference point for the citizenship, and only excluding the one community.
Was based on the grounds of religion. What is this that the Arnab, can I answer this?
Let me make my opening remarks.
Arnab, the entire partition was on the basis of religion. So people from Pakistan, Afghanistan, India brought back on the ground of religion because that is the seed you sowed. You divided this nation on the ground of religion, saying that Hindus and Muslims cannot coexist, so you have a two-nation theory. So when the germane seed is religion, then which people come back will also have to be on religion. Come on, don't be so alien to common sense.
Of Article 14 and 21 of the Constitution of India.
Arnab,
so it allows reasonable classification, it allows rational classification.
In the last 6 to 7 decades, the
equality is all about classification. This is a classification because they are facing genocide in Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh.
Shows
so if you face genocide, people who are being persecuted and facing genocide will of course constitute a category for the purpose of classification, and that category can be given a procedure
from
which
being
is
roughly
faster than
20%
the
of
ordinary
the population
category.
of Bangladesh in 1971. The population of Hindus today in Bangladesh is less than 8%. This is not an organic decline. This has been brought about by unspeakable monstrosity, the images of which we see every day. Now, only people in India who can be opposed to a genuine law like CAA are those who want to similarly perpetrate similar monstrosity and atrocity against Hindus. And a glaring example of that is Sandesh Khali. These are the people who can't utter a word on Sandesh Khali, where similar brutality is unleashed upon the Hindu population. These are the people who want to create a Sandesh Khali in every district of the country, and that is why they are opposed to a genuine law like CAA.
So this is the violation of Article 14 and 21 of the Indian Constitution.
So your argument is, your argument being
Supreme Court judgments, the
one minute, Abbas,
classification has to be employed.
can I get an Abbas and can I get an Abbas and can I get an Abbas and Lokesh on this? One minute. There are so many of you that I can't take everyone together, but let me get Abbas and Lokesh. Viewers, it is in my view, and I always promise myself every night I will not use strong language. People misunderstand, you see, when I use words like this. And it's not personal, but Lokesh, I think it is fundamentally idiotic to say that CAA delegitimizes the citizenship of Muslims. The person on the right-hand side of your screen, Abbas, is a Muslim. And I want to ask him, have you been delegitimized as an Indian citizen? And if so, tell me how. Because as far as I'm concerned, you have not been. And even if Lokesh tries to make you feel like your citizenship has been delegitimized, you must say that you will not accept his lie. But let me ask Abbas. Abbas, you are a Muslim, right? You're an Indian first. Like all Indians, you are a Bharatiya first and then a Muslim. Now, which you will not contest. Thank you. And do you feel delegitimized as an Indian citizen today? And if so, why?
Arnab, first of all, I am sitting here as a spokesperson of Samajwadi Party, not just as a Muslim. And let me tell you, Arnab, first of all, the only logical answer we could get from the BJP about this CAA law was that it will expedite the process of giving citizenship to these persecuted people. However, there were laws in place through which these people could have got their citizenship long back. But we have seen how the government has truly expedited this whole process. They took 4.5 years to classify rules. I don't know how many decades and how many generations are going to pass. By then they could give them housing or jobs and things like that. Because
so you're saying that you're for CAA, you just wanted it earlier.
Has issued notice.
What you're saying is that you are for CAA. You support. No. What you're saying is that What you are saying is that you are for CA.
Arnab, the
If I'll not,
You are for CA. Am I mistaken?
if you'll not let me complete, no, not at all, not at all. If you'll not let me complete, you won't get my answer.
I will let you complete.
So, because
I will
4
let you
days
complete.
back in Delhi, DDA has issued notice to Hindu refugees. To Hindu refugees who were staying at the refugee camps, their refugee camp will be demolished. This is what the irony, this is what the hypocrisy of the current government, which is sitting at the center, is doing. Because DDA has been controlled by the union government. Now, Arnab, the problem is we are in a country where the government is not able to feed its current population. The government is not ready to give jobs to people.
But we must be ready to feed Rohingyas.
And they are talking about.
But we must be ready to feed Rohingyas.
If you feel the government
But Rohingyas should be, we should feed them,
first of all,
give them air-conditioned accommodation.
No, I'm saying, no.
We should fly them business class.
There
Rohingya.
could be two bases of this issue. If you talk, first of all, if we talk about the resources of our country, we have limited resources, and if we want to add population to our country, I don't know how it's going to be, because already 225,000 people have denounced Indian citizen in just 1 year, 2020. This is what happened in Bharatiya Janata Party's rule. More than million people have denounced Indian citizenship. But if you want to add more people, you want to give citizenship to more people through a new law. Okay,
listen to me.
Let's talk about the
Abbas.
Because the reason that they are prosecuted people.
Abbas, 1 minute. Abbas, I want to ask him something.
Hopefully we will be able to.
I want to ask him something.
Then NRC should be implemented today.
I can't hear the gentleman.
I want to ask him. I want to ask him something.
Take them out.
I want to ask him something.
In favor of NRC, if you want to take a resources.
I want to ask him something.
Argument. But even
Yeah. I want to ask Abbas something.
I can only
Abbas, today you are very concerned. You are concerned, locations concerned, when all these millions and crores and hundreds of crores of Hindus from Afghanistan and Bangladesh come to India. What will we eat? Where will we stay?
Crores?
Yeah, that's what you are saying. That's when hundreds of crores of Hindus. Let me say that. No, let me say.
I am simply.
Now you are on the back foot. Now you are on the back foot. Now you are on the back foot.
14.
Yeah.
So tell me, what is the reasonableness, rationality of the classification test
10 years to decide this.
to Article 14?
That's such a ridiculous thing to ask.
It was in their agenda in 2019.
One minute. Pula Rao, please come in and save me from the ignorance of Lokesh Jindal.
And they're still
save me from the ignorance of, or feigned ignorance of Lokesh Jindal. You see, I'll tell you, Pula Rao, I have a view in life. Ignorance is bad, but feigned ignorance is worse. Pula Rao, he's saying Article 14, all citizens are equal, and classification of citizenship happens. Arey Baba, let me speak. No, I don't. You see, this is the problem. When I'm
says every person is equal, not citizens. It is very much different from Article 19. Article 19 talks about every citizen, but Article 14 applies to every person, whether he's a citizen or not. There's a huge difference between both of them. And Article 14 of the Constitution says the state shall not deny equality before law to any person. Now that person, even if he's a foreigner or a citizen, the person stands to the Article 14. I think Ishkaran Bhandari will agree to this. And when the state comes out with any form of classification, it has to pass the classification test. Without this rationality and some strong basis, the state doesn't have that. The pattern.
This is a new understanding. I'll 1 minute. Ishkaran. Now Lokesh. No, 1 minute. Ishkaran. 1 minute, yeah, Ishkaran. Let me just counter this. Let me just counter this. Viewers, according to the Congress party, as you are watching on the program, blink your eyes and believe. Just let me speak, please. I don't like this. You know, when I heard you, I don't like interruptions beyond the point. I'm countering you. Hear the counter. If you come to my program and say that we need to be fair to all Pakistanis before all Indians, and Article 14 will apply to all Pakistanis, then I want to ask you, tomorrow you will say because of certain Italian origins of your party, because of certain people with Italian origins of your party, because of some people with Italian origins of your party that apply Article 14 on Italians, it won't.
It is not about
Really beyond measure.
Then you have
It is
the
not-
constitution right over that citizen.
Now it's my turn now.
When
Why
the
should you have all the
constitution is
fun?
explicitly saying.
Anyway, my point being,
Arnab, I need to answer this because you took my name.
my point being, now you guys have to listen. Now you guys have to listen to me. Now you guys have to listen to me. No, Ishkaran, don't argue on technicalities. I'm going on substantive point. I'm going on a substantive point. I'm going on a substantive point.
Citizen and Indian citizen is equal under Article 14. Person does not include Pakistani citizens. What is this argument? I don't know what you are smoking.
Sir,
That you can say a person means a Pakistani person.
The
is to be treated
sub-clauses
equally with an
mentioned
Indian
under
citizen.
Article 14
Tomorrow,
require a
Italian person is to be
classification
treated
test.
equally with an Indian
Only
citizen.
on the
That
basis
is
of
not
classification
true. The
test
very fact
is
that you
certain
are an
form
Indian
of reasonable
citizen,
reservation and
Constitution
classification
applies
of
to
any
you.
community
A
will be upheld
Pakistani person, the
whenever laws are being
Constitution doesn't apply to
formulated.
you.
Now the
See,
whole
this is because of
idea
this weak
is
approach.
for the Supreme Court.
This is because of this.
Whether a classification.
Lokesh, now don't overdo it. One minute. I'm getting Pulla Rao and Tuhin. I am inviting two people who have not spoken, Piyush and Pulla Rao, on the debate right now, and I'm getting them in. Now, please, just let me get them in, then we are open. Now, tonight, Pulla Rao, they are all very sensitive, saying that if all these Hindus, these tens and dozens and hundreds of crores of Hindus from Pakistan and Bangladesh and Afghanistan come to India, then our culture is at threat, our language is at threat, we won't get jobs, we won't have places to eat, there won't be enough food to eat, and we'll all have a humanitarian crisis. Now that is the fundamental point that they are trying to make, and I am asking them, Pulla Rao, because I'm from Assam, and we are from Kamrup in Assam. Guwahati is in the Kamrup district, but a large part of my family comes from an area which is Polla Hotro. It is near Hottebari, and that is near Nagaon and Borpeta district. Now, I am asking them that district of Borpeta, please hear me, Tuhin, you know the Northeast well. Where were these people when Borpeta district became Muslim majority? I'll go straight to the point. Today I'm told that Borpeta district, where a large part of my family is from, is 70% Muslim. 70% Muslim. Dare they say that this is organic growth of the Muslim population in Assam? That is what they want. Bongaigaon, where a family has long relationship with, over 50% Muslim. Darang and Dhubri, of course, is 80% Muslim. Gwalpara, where we have the famous Sainik school, is today 57% Muslim. Ab sab chup hai. Tuhin, no, 1 minute. Not before you respond. No, before you respond. Hailakandi in Assam, 61% Muslim. Karimganj, 56% Muslim. Even Kamrup is today 40% Muslim. Before you respond. What I'm saying. 1 minute, Piyush. Today you are in Indore. I'll ask you a question. See, you are in Indore today. And I'm asking the people of this country, or I believe in secularism, but when they opened the floodgates and they allowed millions of Bangladeshi Muslims to flood Assam, making several districts of Assam Muslim majority permanently. Imagine if that were to happen today to Chennai. Imagine if Bangladeshis would have run over Indore. Imagine if Bangladeshis would have run over Gwalior.
I understood your.
No. If you understand. If you understand. No. I am not. I will complete this point. And I am quoting from the HS Brahma Committee report in Assam about the districts in Assam that became Muslim majority. And the question is this. You people are now saying, if a few Hindus come, oh, India will be threatened. Are Baba, when almost half of Bengal and all of Assam was taken over by Bangladeshi Muslims, where were you? Where were you? And Lokesh Jindal is talking tonight on the program. My first interview was with Hiteshwar Saikia, who said there are no Bangladeshis in Assam.
Now, can I make my limited point now? Can I make my limited point?
Liars, all the Congress party at that point of time.
Legal test. You cannot have
questioning CAA now.
Formulated by the whims and fancies of your emotional.
Don't go technical on me.
No,
I'm just going to make a limited
based
point.
upon your emotional outburst. There is a technical basis to any law.
This is not an emotional outburst. These are numbers I've thrown at you, sir.
No, sir. Sir, when you're talking
Are you emotional only about Italians?
And legislations, they under.
Are you emotional only about Italians?
They are formulated and they are executed. It is not as per the whims and fancies of your emotional outburst. You cannot have laws suddenly brought about and executed the way you want.
Who ran Assam when the Bangladeshis took over? Which party ran Assam when the Bangladeshis took over?
100 years.
Which party ran Assam? Which party told the Bangladeshis, आइए Bangladesh, आइए, run over कीजिए Assam को? Which party ran Assam?
Tell me. Political activism and some form of political.
Now let me make my limited point.
Not for.
Why do you think people follow me more than you and more than the Italian origin people from your party?
Arnab. Now I'll just make my limited point.
Let Piyush and Tuin come into the
Let me reassure you, Arnab, that we are very serious about the demographic distortion which has happened in Assam over the decades. And in fact, let me reassure the Samajwadi Party spokesperson over here that in the last few years, 1.5 lakh illegal Bangladeshis have been identified in Assam and more than 30,000 have been deported. This should bring some relief to the Samajwadi Party spokesperson who was worried about India adding to its population.
Can I get Tuin, please, louder?
As far as CAA is concerned, as far as your point about Assam...
No, Arnab, I am just reassuring the Samajwadi Party spokesperson over here that he need not worry about India adding to her population because of CAA. The Assam government is very serious about the demographic distortion which has happened because of illegal Bangladeshis, and in the last few years, 1.5 lakh illegal Bangladeshis have been identified and more than 30,000 have been deported. So this should allay some of the concerns of the Samajwadi Party spokesperson regarding our population increase because of
election only based on emotive issues. The government has made it aptly clear. The government does not want to clarify when it comes to PM Cares Fund. The government does not want to clarify when it comes to the electoral bond scheme, which the government itself claimed as an electoral reform. So the government is standing exposed on the issues of delivery. The government is standing exposed on the issues
on or not on? Can we have 50-50 windows, Aditi?
And that is why the government is cornered, and that's why they brought this bill in a hurry. That's it. That's all the CAA is all about. That's why they took 4.5 years, and they may as well take another decade to
I am asking you.
That's it.
I am asking you, Piyush. Piyush, listen to me. I am asking you, answer a simple question which I asked, and I am asking you, how did the district of Borpeta in Assam become 70% Muslim?
Right. I asked you a simple question.
How did it?
Present the facts of the NRC which was conducted in Assam.
And because it is happening in Assam. Piyush.
How many Muslims? How many Muslims are found legal citizens?
Bhaiya, listen to me. Piyush, listen to me. Piyush, listen to me. Just because you are saying this is happening in the place where Arnab is from, I don't care. If the place where Arnab is from has been run over by Bangladeshis and has become 70% Muslim, I don't care what happens to his land. But I will care if it happens in Indore. I will care if Bangladeshis take over Indore. But I don't care if Assam is taken over by Bangladeshis because you think today it will never happen to. You think it will never happen to Indore? It's the same.
I'm not saying that. You cannot put your words in my mouth.
In every part of the country.
Okay, when you are done, let me know. Okay, now
I'm not saying that. But you have not answered. Okay, so how did certain parts of Assam become 70% Muslim? Is a question I want to ask.
Right. So you asked this question, and what was the government's mechanism to answer your question? The government.
Which government? It was the Congress party in power which allowed and opened the doors.
The government's mechanism to answer that question was NRC. What was the result of NRC in Assam? Let me know that. How many Muslims were found to be illegally?
NRC has to be properly implemented everywhere, including in Assam.
This government is such an incompetent government.
Loud noise about it.
Arnab ji, this government is such an incompetent
And my appeal to the government is, Piyush, is this: regardless of the noise that people make, implement NRC.
With due respect to
implement NRC.
With due respect to you and Tuhin, this government is such an incompetent government, it cannot even conduct a census properly. And you expect it to institutionalize.
Tuhin can respond to that.
Tuhin can respond to that, yeah, not me. Over the last few years, we have seen the emergence of a Tariq ka Bataoge club. So the only problem with the CAA right now seems to be कि अभी क्यों implement किया? 4 साल के बाद. They used to. We abrogated Article 370 immediately after winning elections. Did they had a question then also? Abhi kyun? So I don't think we can get carried. We do things when we are prepared, fully prepared for it, and we do it in a very foolproof manner. In a way that it becomes irreversible, in a way that the opposition will feel the heat of it. You will not be able to create future Sandesh Khalis in India.
Bonds reform the ya blunder the.
Electoral bond is a separate issue. You've probably come to the wrong debate.
No, you brought it with a lot of
electoral bonds is a separate debate. You've probably come to the wrong debate, and today SBI has furnished all details to the Honorable Supreme Court.
That is why you brought CAA. That is what.
What are you saying? That's a separate debate. I can debate on that also. But 56% of the funds have been received by BJP, which is very proportionate to the number of MPs we have in the Lok Sabha. Other parties have equally received. 97% of the funds of TMC have come through electoral bonds. 97% of the.
I want to ask the CPIM representative on the program. I want to ask the CPIM representative on the program. One minute. I want to ask, just 1 minute, please. 1 minute, please. Since you're all trying to counter me, I am asking you today to Subhash Chandran, who's from the CPM. Is it or is it not a fact that in 1992, Jyoti Basu, the late Chief Minister of West Bengal, had admitted in an article in the state's CPM official mouthpiece called Ganashakti, he said from 1979, Muslims started coming into India from Bangladesh. Jyoti Basua, not me. From 1977 to 1992, 2,35,529 Bangladeshis had tried to cross over into India but had been sent back by the BSF. Out of them, 1,64,132, approximately 70% were Muslims. This is said by the left in 1992. Why are you fighting me now?
Arnab, this is a fact. This is the numbers only. But we didn't say that.
No, but when you're Jyoti Basu, I quote, then it's a fact.
The Bangladeshis or the Muslims are the threat to the country. We never said that. We never said that. We have the statistic, the former chief minister or the former CPM leader, he might have said about the statistics, but we never said that these people, the migrant laborers or the Muslim community, they are a threat to this country. And one more thing, adding to my, replying to my learned friend's comment, the top legal office of this country, they have informed the court that they are not going to implement. The CAA Act.
Okay, tell me one thing. Okay, tell me.
It was challenged immediately before the Supreme Court.
I believe I am among the.
The top lawyers of the legal officers of this country, they have informed the Supreme Court that we are not going to implement. Then why it is today? That is the question. Why it is today?
Why today? I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Because of a simple reason that Hindus are persecuted. What you are trying to say, and I want to bring in Pula Rao, is this, that Hindus cannot be persecuted. It is the same infantile argument. Allow me to complete, sir. You know, Sonia Gandhi, who proxy ruled India, unfortunately, for 10 years with the puppet and corrupt Prime Minister Manmohan Singh. Sonia Gandhi tried to bring in a law on communal riots in which she said Hindus are always the perpetrators and Muslims are always the victims. Thank God that was not allowed. Similarly, Pula Rao, the argument being that Hindus cannot be persecuted, Parsis cannot be persecuted, Sikhs cannot be persecuted, Buddhists and Christians cannot be persecuted.
Where is it meant?
Where is it what? Pula Rao. It's Pula Rao. I can't hear Pula Rao. I can't hear Pula Rao. Louder, please. Please unmute yourself, Mr. Rao. I want to hear you, but I can't. Please unmute yourself. I can't hear you.
He's run out of arguments, perhaps.
Are you there now, Mr.
Nothing to say. They anyways have nothing to say on the genocide being committed in Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan.
Atikur Rahman, Atik and Pulara.
And they want to speak and oppose when Bharat tries to give some succor, some relief to people facing that genocide. At least to have some humanity and understand what is happening in Pakistan. We just saw a viral video of a lady wearing some Arabic lettering on her dress, which she had probably bought from Saudi Arabia, and she was in a restaurant, and a mob came out there thinking she has done blasphemy, asking her to be Sartan se juda. This is the reality of Pakistan. So imagine what happens to Hindu Sikhs in Pakistan when this is how they react. And
so
all
primarily you are talking of communalism.
Taking nothing from any political party, taking nothing from any citizen of this country, from any religion, only saying we will give certain relief to
is
people
not a citizenship
genocide.
Genocide but a communal weapon.
By data. And
Razak, you admit that it's a communal weapon?
Come on.
Now,
Arnab,
Arnab,
what is a communal weapon?
It's a
safeguard.
People who have already come to this country, who are living here since 50 years. We are talking about those people. We are not talking about newcomers from
that your entire gamut of arguments are based on communal theory.
Discriminates. Nothing. Just
India is not a theocratic state, it's a secular state.
Naked fear-mongering
First, you need to remove the word secular from the constitution.
Why don't you read from the rules and tell me which line is objectionable? Tell me which line discriminates. Tell me which line is violative of your rights as an Indian citizen.
Arnab, allow me to answer this.
Yeah, please tell me the line.
Have you done now?
Please tell me the section.
Fine. Arnab, there was a, talking of the demography, there was a child called NRC in Assam who had to be aborted. Now the Muslims want to know, as you need to ask, the nation wants to know, that is the CAA the only child? We are agreeing to the CAA if it is the only child, but if it has a sibling in the name of NRC, the Muslims will be opposing it tooth and nail, and this will be struck down by the courts in the days to come. The government needs to clarify that if there is a sibling to CAA called the NRC, then our opposition stands.
It is unconstitutional, discriminatory. We are not accepting CAA itself. Forget NRC and
everything discriminatory.
We are
it is
not
for you
accepting
to
CAA
accept.
itself.
All laws of India have to be accepted.
अरे भाई Razak, I want to talk. Razak and Atik and Tuhin. Razak, Atik, Tuhin and me. Razak, you are saying, Razak, you don't have to accept. I'm telling you. Did you accept abolition of Article 370? You didn't accept. It happened. Did you accept Ram Mandir? Did you accept triple talaq?
Arnab,
it happened.
This is the irony today.
Doesn't matter anymore. Baba, doesn't matter if you accept or don't accept.
Now we need
doesn't matter if you don't accept. What do I care?
One specific community.
Why are they silent on NRC?
In this secular nation.
It's not a fact that the Home Minister of India said on the floor of the Parliament that CAA will be followed by NRC.
Sir, this is being done.
Now I get Pularao and Atik. I must get Pularao. I must get Pularao. I can hear you now. Yes, Pularao. Pularao. No, please.
Let me ask you one thing. I heard what you said. You're gone by fast. But when the law came in, there were objections that the Muslim community was left out. Was not the law drafted badly? Why should they mention any religion? They could have said persecuted minorities. They need not have made this kind of statement. Jain, Parsis, that created so much of argument in the country.
For people like you who don't understand minorities.
I personally believe
there are six religions which have been specified so that there is no room for confusion.
No.
We have eliminated all room for confusion by mentioning six minority religions.
Your intentions may be good.
I don't think
may be otherwise. You have brought instantly across the world. You have given
By
an
specifying
opportunity
the 6
to the
minority
enemies of
religions,
India
I think the
to
law
take this
is
up.
most
The law
unambiguous,
was
so that
badly
people like you
drafted.
don't have
The
any
law
scope to
was
create
badly
confusion
titled.
I'll point out
and
the
spread
ambiguity
falsehood.
to him. I will point out the ambiguity. And why don't you listen to Mr. Pula Rao? Let him
It may be in
speak.
your understanding of it.
No, let me tell you. Nobody wants, as Arnab said, anybody not to come. But how could you list out all these religions and leave out Muslims? You cannot. You can simply say persecuted minorities.
Because Muslims are not a minority in Pakistan. What a silly question to ask. A theocratic state, Islamic state. Muslims are not a minority in Pakistan. What kind of argument is it?
They're outside. They don't come in.
Just to add
anyway, let Tuhin respond to you. That answer is to
about
Tuhin.
Jyoti Basu's
Why
comments.
avoid the name?
Just
avoid that?
I think,
Why make an
rather than
eyesore of it?
answering
Okay, he's answering you. Pull up. I heard you.
repeatedly for fellow panelists,
Don't beat down the bush.
I think it's a very frivolous question. It has already been answered by you also. Let me go take it to slightly a different level. When you mentioned Jyoti Basu's comments on illegal Bangladeshi migrants, let me also remind you that it was Nehru in 1949 who had written a letter to Gopinath Bordoloi, the then Chief Minister of Assam, clearly advising him to distinguish and differentiate between refugee Hindus and migrant Muslims. Secondly, in 2003, there is a video of Dr. Manmohan Singh on the floor of the House in Rajya Sabha clearly advocating expedited and urgent citizenship for Hindu refugees from Bangladesh. The problem is these people are fundamentally incapable of walking the talk. Since we can walk the talk, they have a problem with that.
Do not have original.
I think it should be. It is a very laudable step that despite multiple obstacles, the government of the day has gone ahead and walked the talk. I think that is what needs to be appreciated and lauded.
Can I have a word, Mr. Tuhin? Just a word. Mr. Tuhin. Could not all
it's a 6:2 panel. You can have multiple words, but please ask serious questions, not frivolous questions.
No. Should not. This is the most serious
I'll get
thing.
Abbas and
Look at the kind of agitation that's going on. Is it necessary? When 2019 the law was enacted, then they withdrew it for some time. They could have amended it a little bit. They could have amended it. The law must be universally acceptable. You can't create a law.
The nation can't be held hostage by a few professional activists. That's the point we're trying to make. The law has been passed by both houses of parliament.
Very
just
little
because
discussion.
professional Andolanjivis decide to obstruct it. This India cannot be held back because of Andolanjivis. That's the point we are trying to make.
And Atikur Rahman, Atikur Rahman, Abbas and Abdul Razak, if you are quiet for a minute, I'll take 30 seconds to tell you what I think is anti-Muslim. I am very much against things that are anti-Muslim. That is why I think it is anti-Muslim when a husband divorces his wife when she's on medical treatment at her parents' place and is denied access to the children. I think it's anti-Muslim. I think it's Nikah Halala is anti-Muslim. I think Nikah Halala is anti-Muslim.
You are digressing from the main.
I think triple talaq is anti-Muslim.
One thing, is this not to target Muslims?
To target Muslim women for not wearing certain clothes is anti-Muslim.
Just answer one simple question, Arnab ji. Arnab ji, 16 lakh people did not qualify NRC in Assam, of which 14 lakh were Hindus.
You don't talk about Assam.
Citizenship.
You first answer.
What about those 2 lakh Muslims?
Arre bhai, answer. You are in Bangalore today.
Muslims.
Okay. So people in Bangalore, let me ask you a question. 1 minute. You are in Bangalore today. Suppose so many Bangladeshis come to Bangalore that Bangalore becomes 75% Muslim. I'm not saying it's an impossibility.
Arnab, you're telling
I'm not saying it's an impossibility. But if
I'm not talking about coming now.
Why did Borpeta in Assam become 70% Muslim?
No.
How did Borpeta in Assam become 70% Muslim?
In India.
Oh, so Arnab's homeland can become 70% Muslim. But you will be concerned only if Bangalore becomes 70% Muslim.
I want to throw them out of Borpeta.
Throw them off.
Today you
first
want to
answer
throw
a
them
question.
Will
out.
still be happy if
You want to throw them
Bangalore
out.
becomes that way.
Is this not injustice? You are giving citizenship to Hindus, not to Muslims. Even they are living there since 1970. Are they
And
not?
there are 1,000. There are
Are
how
they
many
not
Hindus are
living
there?
since 1970?
How many Hindus are
How
there
will
in
you throw them
Sialkot?
out then?
How many Hindus are
When
there in
Modi can
Rawalpindi?
speak about Hindus of
How many Hindus are there in Punjab?
Why should I
In Pakistan?
not speak about
How many
Muslims
Hindus?
of Assam?
How many Hindus are there in Rawalpindi?
Come on,
900.
don't
900.
dodge the question. My
You are so
question is
anti-Hindu.
clear.
I'm so upset
What
with you.
will you do about those
Achha,
people
tell me one thing.
who did
Abbas, why are you
not
anti-Hindu?
qualify NRC?
Arnab,
Abbas, why are you anti-Hindu?
Arnab.
Why are you anti-Hindu? No. Why are you anti-Hindu?
Nobody is anti-Hindu.
Come on means come on is not a question. Are Hindu women not killed for not converting in Pakistan? No. Are Hindu women not being killed in Pakistan for not converting? Is it not true? Is it not true that the population of Hindus in Bangladesh is going down every year? Why are you anti-Hindu?
People in India are also being killed. Muslims are being killed.
Arnab, see,
For
the
not
problem
saying
is
Jai
that
Shri
there
Ram.
were existing laws to give citizenship to the people who are prosecuted.
And those
First of
laws
all,
stay
the
or not?
government is
Those
not
laws stay.
obligated to give citizens and
Have those laws been removed? No, Abbas, have those laws been removed or do they stay? But because if the law stays, then there is no argument.
No. Just give me 30 seconds. I'm saying the government is not obligated to give citizenship to people who are prosecuted. But if the government is claiming to give citizenship to people who are prosecuted on moral ground, then why just Hindu Sikh? Why not Hazaras? Why not Ahmadiyas? Or why
Ahmadiyas,
not Qadianis who are religious?
To in response to that last debate. To in respond quickly. To in why not Ahmadiyas? Why not Hazaras? Why not others?
Bharatiya Janata Party is back to the agenda of
Right now, the minority religions which are being persecuted are very clearly mentioned. Now, I need to remind the Samajwadi Party spokesperson, I need to remind him, you've asked a question, listen, please hear me out. I need to remind the Samajwadi Party spokesperson that CAA is only for persecuted people. There are separate laws existing, and in fact, in the last 6 years, some 3,000 people from neighboring countries have acquired citizenship. Majority of them continue to be Muslims. So CAA is specifically only for persecuted people are anyway discriminated people. This is basically addressing discrimination. This is not discriminating. This is addressing the worst.
Anyway, I am told that the Muslim League will be approaching the Supreme Court. Nowadays, it has become the habit of a few people to go to the Supreme Court for everything.
That's your problem.
I believe the Supreme Court cannot interfere in a matter which has been passed by both houses of Parliament. So it is ill-advised to go to the Supreme Court. If someone wants to just be adventurous, it's good. But the Supreme Court knows very well the boundaries to which it can go and the boundaries it cannot cross.
But we will
It cannot
from
cross.
each and every state.
I repeat, it cannot cross.
We will not.
I repeat a fourth time, the lines the Supreme Court cannot cross, ladies and gentlemen. Read my lips.
No, if a law.
Read my lips. On many matters, Parliament is supreme. The Supreme Court is not the elected government of India. The Supreme Court is not the elected government of India, but you can go. But you can go. You go for a hike. I'm not going to stop you, ladies and gentlemen. That's it on the debate this evening. I'll see you. I've had a great debate tonight, and I promise to see you at 9 o'clock tomorrow. Viewers, fast developments on many stories, including the one on electoral bonds. Tracking all of that. See you tomorrow at 9. Thank you for watching. Good night and goodbye.